Hi guys, and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Drayton Park Golf Club. I'm in my swing studio, and what we're going to be filming a video on today is an impact position exercise. So I'm going to give you a really simple exercise that's going to do two things. One, it's going to help your mid-irons. It's going to give you the feeling that we're creating more shaft lean with our hands a little bit more ahead of the golf club, giving us that ball turf concept we're really looking for. And the second part is going to be actually doing the opposite and allowing the club to catch up with our hands, so we're not creating any shaft lean and we're using the loft and the bounce. That's really going to help your short game shots, your bunker shots, your pitch shots and your lob shots. Stay tuned to find out more. So guys, as mentioned, what we're going to be discussing in today's video is how you can, with a really simple range exercise, start to get the different feeling of impact for a mid-iron where we're de-lofting the golf club, getting more shaft lean with our hands leading the golf club, and a short game shot where we're using the loft and using the bounce of the golf club correctly. So the difference between these two, the impact, if I was hitting, let's say, a mid-iron, a 7-iron or something around those lines, I want my hands more ahead of the golf club, de-lofting the golf club, making sure I'm getting the ball turf contact that I'm really looking for. The average on tour with a mid-iron is 11 degrees of shaft lean, so the handle of the golf club is definitely ahead of the leading edge. And most of those players are de-lofting their mid-iron by around 5 or 6 degrees. So they're definitely taking loft off the golf club. And that, it says, gives us this compression, for lack of a better term, this ball turf concept that we're really looking for. Whereas in a short game shot, and we're talking about soft pitch shots, we're talking about bunker shots or lob shots, we don't want any shaft lean. We want to use the maximum loft on the golf club, and we want to really use the bounce of the golf club correctly to get that club skimming, not digging. So at impact on those shots, on those short game shots, I want my hands more level. So I've got an exercise that makes it tougher, but is really going to give us the sensation of those two different impact positions. And we're going to be doing it with just a short iron. So I've got a wedge here. I've got a 47-degree pitching wedge. And I'm going to be trying to hit a low shot from a forward ball position and then a high shot from a back ball position. So normally, of course, me moving the ball more forwards in the stance, you'd expect me to promote a higher ball flight. But what I'm going to be trying to feel to hit the ball low is that I've got to get my hands, my lead wrist especially, a little bit more ahead of the golf club, de-lofting the golf club and giving me that shaft lean. To hit the ball high from a back ball position, I can't create any shaft lean. I've really got to allow the club to catch up with, or even start to feel like it's passing my hands to use the loft and the bounce of the golf club. So changing the ball position in your practice, not I'm saying on the course, but in your practice, is a really good way for you to develop those feelings and those sensations. In a second, what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit a standard shot first of all, so we get that launch angle, and then I'm going to try ball forwards, hitting it low, ball back, hitting it higher, and hopefully we'll get a launch angle pretty similar with all three. The one thing to say is if I do play this ball back, trying to hit it high, what I'm not trying to do to hit the ball high is, of course, lean back. So maybe get these on video just to look at body position. I want my body to be in a similar position. What we're trying to change is how much our hands are leading the golf club or how much the club is catching up with our hands. So we're not trying to change our body position to hit it high or low. We're trying to change how much or how little shaft lean we have. So it's the relationship of the hands, the wrists and the club rather than the body. Let's go and hit just a standard pitch if I can first. I'm going to try and hit them all a sort of similar distance. So I'm going to play this more central in my stance where I normally would, and just trying to make sort of a half swing. It'd help if I struck it a little bit better than that. Let me give one more a go. It's a bit out the bottom of the golf club, so I think it was a little low on the launch. 25 degree. I think it would normally be a little high. Let me hit one more. There we go. That gives us a better start point. The first one was just a little bit low out of the club. So we've got a launch angle there of, bear with me, 30 degrees. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm now going to be hitting a lower, or trying to hit a lower ball flight from a further forward ball position that would normally be launching a lot higher. So what I've got to feel is that my hands are leading the club a little bit more sharply. Let's give it a go. So ball much more further forwards near my left heel where I'd play a driver from. I'm not trying to change my body position. I'm trying to change the relationship my hands to the club. So really trying to drive my hands a little bit more forwards, keep them ahead of the golf club. Not really worrying about the direction on this, I'm more focusing on the launch angle. So launch that at 26 degrees. So I actually managed to launch that lower than my standard shot, which is great. And let's hit one more, where we're now playing the ball back in my stance, which would of course normally hit the ball a lot lower, but I'm really trying to get the feeling that my club catches up with my hands so I don't create as much shaft lean. That felt good, and you'll see the difference at impact there, one with the hands leading, one with the club passing my hands. So I managed, that was great. That was really good. It's a similar launch angle, but I actually even managed to hit that one higher launch angle than when I had the ball forward. So my stock pitch was 30 degree. With the ball forwards, trying to hit it lower with more shaft lean, I managed to get the launch angle down to 26 degrees, so lower than the standard one, which is brilliant. And then with the ball back in my stance, I managed to actually launch it higher, so I definitely didn't have my hands leading the golf club. And you can see the difference that makes on spin as well. By not having as much shaft lean at impact there, which would be great for a short game shot, higher launch angle, and even more backspin. So that really gave me that sensation of what it was like to have my hands more ahead of the golf club, which would be preferable for a lot of our full shots, and what it was like to actually not create shaft lean and get that club catching up or passing my hands, which would be brilliant for the short game shots. I hope you enjoyed the content of that video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the channel. It is for free. And there's new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5:30. Check us out on all our social media. All the info you need is coming along the bottom of the screen right now. It's a great way to get in touch. Let me know what videos you'd like to see me film some subjects on. Let me know how you get on with the the exercise we just ran through. It will have a huge effect on your game if you can give that a go in practice. So let me know how you get on. It'd be great to hear from you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.